6'4" Balenciaga all black, stretch Bugatti and it's sitting on mat. Oh, something like that.
What is up, everybody? It is your girl Sims for Life, and I'm back today with another tutorial. So today, I believe this is episode 4 of our tutorials, and today we are going to be learning how to finally make face masks. Yay! So before we get into today's video, I'm kind of nervous. This is only like my 4th time making a face mask. But before we get into today's video, go ahead and make sure you guys subscribe, turn the post notifications bell on, like, and leave a comment down below. So guys, today we're going to be learning how to make face masks, and we're going to hop right into it. The reason I'm making this tutorial is because most of the tutorials that I've seen for like Sims for CC and how to make it, a lot of the people that are making the tutorials aren't really explaining to you how to do it, and they're not doing it with you. So today, I'm recording a video and I'm doing it with y'all, and we're doing this together as a learning experience. I'm still freshly new with this. I literally just learned how to make this not too long ago. I will link down the tutorial that I watched. As in all my videos, I always link down tutorials to other videos. So if you feel like my video is not being as helpful, you can watch another one. But anyway, the first things that you're going to need is Sims 4 Studio. This is what you're going to need: Sims 4 Studio. You are also going to need a female head rib, which I will leave down in the description below, and you will also need Photoshop. Those are the 3 main things that you need. Now with Photoshop, I believe you can get a free 7-day trial. I don't know how to get Photoshop for free. I actually have to pay for my Photoshop. But if y'all want to get the free 7-day trial, I got it, and I was just testing, trying to see what kind of CC I could learn how to make, and most of the CC I learned how to make uses Photoshop, so that's why I kept it. But yes, you're gonna need Photoshop. I will link that down below. You can do a 7-day free trial, as I said. The 4th thing that you would need is a female face reference. Now, normally a lot of people like to do celebrities, which my first face mask was a celebrity. I did Nicki Minaj. But here's my problem with doing celebrity face masks. A lot of the times, the people that you really want to do, there aren't any good pictures of them. And when I say good pictures, I mean pictures like this. They're facing the camera, they have no facial expression. It's very, they're facing the camera, they have no facial expression, and it's very good lighting. And this is what I would call an extraordinary female face reference. If you want this face mask process to be easy, I would try to get a picture where the person is looking directly at the camera, because it's going to be more easy. If you work with a picture where their face is more angled, you're definitely going to get more definition, but it might be a little bit harder for it to look how you want it to look. So I would definitely use pictures like these 3 right here. The most easiest ways to get pictures like this is just to search in on Google black female face reference. If you don't want black female face references, you can just delete the black and a bunch of white faces pop up, and you can use those. You can also do it on Pinterest. Pinterest will give you more like urban, new generation faces. They might even give you a couple celebrities here and there, but I for the most part use Google. So those are like the main things that you will need for this. But let's go ahead and get into the process of making a face mask. Also, y'all, I forgot to mention, if you have not watched my recent like 5 to 6 videos that I've posted over the last week, go ahead and get caught up on all of that. Plus, you want to make sure that you are caught up on all the tutorials, and then come back to this video. But anyway, for those of us who have been watching it, let's go ahead and jump in. So the first thing you want to do is come to Photoshop. Oh my God, I'm slow. Okay, so normally what you would do is you would download the female head rip. You would download Sims 4 Studio, Photoshop, and the female head rip. After you download the female head rip, then you would open up Photoshop and you would just go to open and go to your downloads and open it up. Well, you gotta actually do more than that. You gotta be a little bit more complicated with it. Open up the WinRAR, and then you just like drag the notebook into Photoshop and it will open it up. No, WinRAR. No. Once you get everything all opened up, this is how your female 3D head rip should look. Okay, so once you open up Photoshop and you have your female head rip and everything is set up, you will go to File, press Open, and find your reference picture. I normally put mine in a folder so that I can have all of them and I know the reference picture that I'm going for. So today I'm going to be doing this one, and we're just going to go ahead and open that. So once you open it, Photoshop will bring you to this whole new tab where your picture is. And what you want to do is you want to zoom in a little bit because you're going to be like, oh yeah, before you even do that, I'm getting too ahead of myself. Make sure that you unlock the background before you start doing this step that I'm about to show you, because if you don't, the eyes will just have like this white thing behind it and you won't be able to see through the eyes. You need to be able to see through them. So I'm just going to set my zoom to 50, and you want to go to this tool right here, and yours would not be set to the lasso tool, but you want to be on the poly lassie tool, this one. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to basically go around the eye area like this, and you're just going to want to outline her entire eyes. And take your time. Okay. So once you have that outline, all you have to do is press delete and it'll delete. And if you want to just get rid of that, you can press deselect and do the same thing on the other eye. My gosh, I'm trying not to mess up because sometimes I be doing too much with the eyes and cutting too much out. Okay, delete, and we're going to press select, deselect. So once you have that, your photo should look like this, and you can go ahead and drag your photo back into this tab. So as you can see, oh my God, this is gonna look so freaking perfect. Yes. So as you can see, we have our picture right here. So this is the part where you just basically want to line up her eyes and everything. Don't worry about everything else. Try to line up her eyes perfectly with the female headline eyes. So you could just turn this down so it can be a little bit more blended and you can kind of see more. You can even turn on edit, and you can go to free transform, and this way you'd be able to like rotate the face and move it and stretch it out if you wanted to, because I think I want to stretch it out a little bit. So we're just going to be trying to get her face to be on this eye perfectly. That look a little weird. That looks a little weird, not gonna lie, but I feel like this is like perfect enough. I'm trying to see. Yeah, I feel like this is good enough. So after you have that all lined up the best of your abilities, you want to go back here to layer 1. And oh my gosh, did she just blink at us? You want to click 3D, and to make sure that you have 3D on, you would go to window and you would check 3D and properties to make sure that is checked. And you can check history too. I have history checked just because if I mess up and I don't feel like pressing undo, I can just click on it and it'll take me back there and I can just do it over. So make sure that you have 3D checked and properties checked. Once you have that checked, you are going to click on layer 1, go to 3D, and you want to go to, oh yeah, you want to go to texture, and then you want to right click on this and you want to hit edit texture. Once you hit that, it'll open up this new tab for you, and you can delete this one. This is just a photo, but you don't have to. Once you click that, it'll open up an entire new tab for you. You want to go to layer, you want to make sure that the background is locked, and you want to add a new layer. Make sure that you have that new layer there. So now you want to go back here. You want to click on this layer, layer 2, click on layer 2. And then you want to go to filter, and then you're going to press liquify. Once you press liquify, it's going to open up this new tab. With liquify, you'll basically be able to move the face around and adjust it to how you want it to be on the 3D head rip. So we're going to scroll down and you want to go to show backdrop. Okay, so once you're in liquify, you want to go to show backdrop right here, and you want to make sure that it's on layer 1, it's behind, and you can just turn this up. Oops, I don't know why I got the little click thing on it, but you can just turn this up to whatever you want, whatever you need it to be, so that you can see clearly to move stuff around, as you can see. So with this tool right here, we're going to do the face tool. With this tool, you can move stuff. So if I want to move her lips, or I want to make her lips a little bit smaller, I can move it. But what I will say is be careful with how you alter the face, because it can make her look a little weird, a little disjointed, a little cockeyed or stuff. So I'm kind of trying to move the nose a little bit down, but I'm also trying to bring it in just a little. Be careful with the nose, like I said, because yeah. Now the eyes is a part that I like to be very on point with. So another tool that you could use just to make sure that everything is lining up perfectly how you want is you could use this touch finger tool, and basically you'll be able to like pull things where you want it. I would say just be careful with this because it can kind of make them look a little weird too, low key. So just be careful and don't pull too much. But I definitely like for the eyes to be perfect. That's just a preference that I have. Okay, so trying to get this perfect. So once you have the eyes pretty much perfect to what you want, like I said, you want to keep going down to this thing and checking to see how that looks and how everything is like lined up, because you don't want anything to be too off. I wouldn't worry too much about the eyebrows, but if you want to, you can. But as you can see, when you turn it all the way up, her face may look a little bit different. As you can see, her nose is way smaller and it's more narrowed in, and her bottom lip is way smaller as well. So after you're sure, you're positive that you want this like this, you can go ahead and press OK. And when you come back, she will look completely different. Now, this next part is be the tricky part, because this is the part where you just erase any unnecessary parts of the face that you don't want. So you will go to the eraser and just erase stuff that you don't want. Now, I would be careful with this because me, as you can see, because I chose a picture where there was hair in her face, I have to literally go along these lines right here and just erase that. But that's what you got Zoom for. You can literally zoom in, zoom out, all of that stuff. And we're definitely going to be erasing these edges because we don't need them. So I'm just going to zoom in at 75 and see how that looks. Oh, that's real close. But look at the texture of this picture though. This is what I'm talking about, texture. So I'm just going along this part of the face and I'm just going to erase.
6'4" Balenciaga all black, stretch Bugatti and it's sitting on mat. Oh, something like that. Got me running like track, freak like me, got me bending my back. Got that gas, and he holding it bags, and he's looking at that ass. Think I let him grab it. I'm a pretty young savage, out here causing havoc. Betty got that gas, Betty got that gas, Betty got that. Got me feeling like I wanna wife you, cause I kinda like. Betty got that. Got me feeling like I wanna wife you, cause I kinda like you. Got my number so we know where I'm at. 100 on bands cause I'm sitting on fat like a mouse to my trap. I got the cheese like that, dripping with the sauce, you can eat it like that. Gas, and he holding it bags, and he's looking at that ass. Think I let him grab it. I'm a pretty young savage, out here causing havoc. He got that gas.
Okay, so now that you've pretty much just erased majority of everything. Oh my god. Oh my god, y'all. I'm so scared. I was like, what the heck? This is why I have my history open, because I'm clumsy and I'm always making mistakes when I'm making CC and Photoshop. So this is definitely why I have my history tab open. Oh, see. Now after you're done with that, you want to go back over here to your texture, and you see how we made a layer but it disappeared. You want to make sure that your layer is right there, okay? You want to make sure that there is a layer right there, okay? And that you are on that layer. So once you've done all of that stuff that you wanted to do, you feel like everything is perfect, you feel like your picture looks nice, this is good, this is what you want, you can basically go ahead, hold on. I'm just like looking at all of that right there, and I didn't want all of that to be on my face mask. But you can basically go ahead and you can merge this layer down onto layer 1. And I'm praying to God that it works. Once it's merged down, I'm pretty sure you can go here and your face mask should be on your person. I'm excited that it actually worked, y'all, because y'all don't know how many times I did this and it didn't work. So I'm going to zoom in at like 75%. Okay, I guess we just going to zoom in at a 100. Okay, so now we got our face mask. Yay! But okay, so let's say that you didn't like one side of your the face. So even though if you chose a picture like me where they're looking straight at the camera, you probably won't have this issue. But if you chose a picture where they're narrowed and you like a certain side of their face, what you could do is create a new layer. Sorry, you go to this rectangle tool right here, and then you could copy this half of the face. So select it, press Control C. Oh, sorry. Control C and then Control V, and then you move it over there. So once you have that side, I'm sorry, this layer was so, I forgot. You did not even need that. So basically you would select the half of the face that you like, and then you would press Control C and then Control V and drag it off to the side. And then you would come back to layer 1. You would select the half of the face that you don't like, and then you would press like delete. And then you could take this half, you could take this side of the face. Okay, first of all, let me press deselect. Take this half of the face, make sure that you are on the layer that this side of the face is on. You go to edit, and then you can go to transform, and then you can go to flip horizontally, and you will be able to flip it, and then you could like use your things to line it up. But I don't really have an issue with her face. I feel like her face is perfectly fine for me. But if you had an issue where you chose a picture where they're looking to the side, because you wanted a more defined jawline or something, that is something that you could do. But if you don't have an issue, you don't have to do that. I'm not doing that because I don't have an issue with the way her face looks. Her face looks perfectly fine to me. I really don't have an issue with the way it looks. So I feel like it's evenly and symmetrical. So we can go ahead and move on to the next step. Also, if you were to have done that, let me go back. Okay. Let me go back. If you were to have done that and then you lined it up evenly, which you could use your arrow on your keyboard to line it up, you would merge the second layer down to the first layer. But I'm not doing that because I don't see anything wrong with the face. There are some minor things that we have to fix, and we're going to fix them. But that is just for my peeps that chose a picture and you like a certain side of the face and you want the face mask to look completely symmetrical and perfect. You can just copy and paste a certain side of the face. But to the next step, like I was saying, so after you've done that, even if you did that step that I showed you, you're going to merge down that layer to the background. Once you do that, you can go over here to these 3 dots and you're going to right click on your mouse and you're going to go to the healing brush tool. We're going to zoom in just a little bit more so y'all can see better. And the healing brush tool, you're going to like hold it over a spot of the face that you really like. So I'm going to take this cheek part and you're just going to hold Alt, press down, and then you're going to left click and that color is going to be locked in. And then you just want to kind of pull that out over all those like raggedy spots. So I'm going to pull that out. And it should blend in how you want it to. So I'm just trying to go over those other spots a second time because I don't want the face mask to be looking dark. And you want to go around the entire face and do that.
Baby, you should get to know me. Tapping into that good energy. In the mood for something carefree. Pour a drink, have a seat next to me. Yeah. Touching my skin, got us both wanting more. Breath on my neck, got my clothes all over the floor. Why can't we just start the plan? No more holding back, done
after you do that part, you're going to go back over here and you're going to get the eyedropper tool, and you're just going to select a certain like color of her skin, and then you're going to take the paintbrush tool and make sure that you create a new layer when you do this, and you're just going to go over the area that you just smoothing out. This just helps that face mask blend in more good. I'm gonna make it look good, but after you go around it and you do that, then you want to go to filter and you want to go to blur, and you want to go to Gaussian blur, and then you just want to basically play with it until it blends in really nice. It's gonna be hard for me because I did mine's like really messy. Oh, blend it in until it was all gone. I don't know, y'all. I feel like this is good, but I don't want it to look like in game, like I just drew. Okay, we're gonna go with 31.8. And then you're gonna press OK, and then you're going to merge that down as well. Yes, so now we're going to go ahead to the next parts. Okay, so for the next spot, not the next spot, sorry. For the next part, we're going to be fixing these holes and stuff in her face, because y'all can't have a face mask that's all holy and stuff. So you're basically just going to take your eyedropper tool again, and I see a little hole right here on her nostril, and then you just want to take your paintbrush and paint that. And I'm going to make it smaller. Oh, no, ma'am. Oh, let me zoom in. I don't know why, but I just feel like even though I zoom in more, I just feel like it's not enough. Okay, here we go. So you want to just take the eyedropper tool and try to get a part of her nose. I'm going to try to get a lighter part, because I feel like it is lighter, and I'm going to make it a little bit more smaller so that it's not as noticeable. Okay, so fold that in. Now you want to do the same for her nostrils. You just want to take the eyedropper tool and kind of get that part of her nostrils almost, and fill it in. I don't know why they have her nostrils like coming up as black, but I would just like to use like a darker brown. Yeah, like almost like that. And you would just use this and fill it in. Oh. My God. I guess I'm just gonna do a bunch of little clicks, because this little area right here is just not letting me be great. That look a little weird. I think we might have to do a darker color. Think we might have to do a darker color. We might have to do the color that I don't want to do for her nose, because it just looked weird when I did the brown. I guess. Just want to fill that in the best. Ooh, the best of your abilities. So once you did that part, I'm going to go back to the healing brush tool and make it smaller, like that. And you see how her lips have these little patches? You just want to fix that up, girl, because that don't look good. So I'm just going to take a little bit of her lip part right here, left click it, and fill those spots in. So I don't know about y'all, but I never seen nobody with no holes in their lip. All right, so now after for this next part, this is why I told y'all not to worry about the eyebrows, because I don't like when people put eyebrows on face mask, just only because I feel like it's always going to be like off the margin of the Sim's actual eyebrows, especially because sometimes when you're making a Sim, you adjust the eyebrows and you move it around. So I just don't do that. So what I do is, you want to still be on the healing brush tool. You just want to go up here and gather a part of her skin, or you can even just go right here and just go over her eyebrow with that. I don't know, I just like my stuff to be perfect, so I kind of get a little bit crazy when it comes to making face masks, because if it doesn't look a certain way, then I definitely always go back and touch it. Like this nose right here, that part is bothering me. So I'm gonna take the eyedropper tool and I'm gonna try to fix it. Okay, I feel like that blends in a little bit better than the one I have right there. You can kind of barely notice that I did something. All right, we are getting somewhere, girl. And go ahead and zoom out. The person I watch just did 66.6. Oh wow, I did 6,000. Oh my god. I was like, whoa, I know I didn't do that bad. So I just don't like the way it looks. I'm like scared to go back here and see how it looks. Okay, it looks good. I feel like it could definitely be blended better. Um I don't know. I feel like I might go over it again with my eyedropper tool. I don't know if I'm just being extra, but yeah. So now after you back out, you just want to go ahead and go to this part, and you want to get rid of all of this stuff. Oh, wait. I'm going to unlock the background now just so you can delete this stuff. That's what you want to go ahead and do, because you don't need all of this stuff. So y'all, I hope this tutorial is really helping y'all out in, informing y'all and letting y'all know what y'all need to know and all of that stuff. I like making face masks. It's kind of like a way to make your sim look a little bit different, but not change too much about them. And then you could actually edit the skin if you don't like your sims to look glossy. So now I'm just going to zoom in and take this lasso tool so I can get really nice around this face, this pretty little face. So now you just kind of want to go around the face, carefully, carefully. Select, deselect. I'm just erasing this stuff right here because you don't need all of this, y'all. I know the screen is glitching as I'm moving. It's gonna do that. Just to make sure we got rid of all of that extra stuff. Gonna go ahead and line it back up with your face. Ooh, missed a spot. Get all of that. Get all of that. Okay, so now this next part is very important. So please pay attention and listen to your girl. That part, you want to go right here. And you want to get this elliptical marquee tool. And you want to select the part of your face mask that you want. I always mess up with this part because I want it to be like so perfect, but yet so even. I don't know, I always mess up. But you can make it and then just like, you know, take it like that. And yeah. So now after you have your face mask part selected, you want to go to select, and then you want to get this part selected mask. You want to hold down shift and you want to click it. And now you see you have that, and after you click it, now you just want to feather out the edges. And all feathering is going to do is really blend your face mask in with your Sims skin. So I tried to feather it out really nicely, and I think that you want to go down here and press the mask tool, and it's going to show you how your face mask looks. I actually really like it. If there's something I don't like, might go back and fix it up. You can keep touching up, and you know, this is why I have the history thing right here, because if you don't like the way something looks, you can always go back and fix it, you guys. It's your face mask. Make it look as perfect as you want it to look. I have no shame in my game. I will go back multiple times and fix up my face mask if I feel like I don't like something. But like I said, you can just go in and fix things and make it look like how you want it to look. You can adjust the feathering. You can turn the feather up even more. But this is pretty good for me. So now we're going to go to the next step. So now, as I said, for the next step, if you're satisfied with this and this is perfect enough for you and you feel like this is going to look amazing on my sim, you can go ahead and save this, and you just want to press save as. Now, y'all, I know a lot of people, when they do tutorials, they stress this and they be like, oh, please do this and please do that. Y'all really need to be saving y'all stuff in folders so that you know where it is and so that you don't get confused. So I'm going to save this as a PNG. Make sure that you do that. And all you want to do is change this, and I'm going to just put, give her a name. I'm just going to put Zaya. Oh, Zaya face mask. And then you just want to save it. Okay. After that, you want to zoom on out of Photoshop. So if I didn't mention this before, I am going to link this down below, but you are going to need your sort layers because we are about to go into the Sims 4 Studio. So you are definitely going to need your sort layers. So make sure that you leave this open because I'm going to link it down below. But now you just want to go ahead and open up Sims 4 Studio. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Look at us getting on the helm. Ooh. So if you don't have your creator name in there, make sure that you type that in, and you want to go to CAS create stand alone, and then just change the gender to female, part type, face paint. Really feel like I passed it. I probably did. Right here, you want to select this one, press next, and now this is when you're going to name yours. You see I have all my CC in one folder. I call it practice CC. So if I was going to upload this, literally all I would do is, not everybody puts the little tags in front so people know that is your CC. So I would just put Sims for a life, and then close it, and then I will put Saya face mask, period, and then you would save that. So now it's going to open up right here, and it's going to look a little bad. Let's zoom up. You want to go to import, and wherever you saved your thing at, which I saved it here, you want to go ahead and open that and look at that. Oh my gosh, she looks so good. Oh my gosh, she looks perfect. I didn't think that the face mask would look this freaking good, y'all. I did not think that my face mask would look this freaking good. That is amazing. Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm so proud of myself. Wow, that is amazing. This is like the first time I did a face mask and it blended perfectly like into the skin. You can still see some of those spots there, but like I said, don't have no shame in your game. You're going to get better with time, especially depending on the picture that you get and the quality of the picture. If you feel like this is like too patchy for you or something, you can always go back in Photoshop and fix it. But if this is good for you, we're going to go ahead and start doing the next steps that we need to do to finish this video off, because we're not done yet, sis. So the next parts in this tutorial is basically very simple. This is just your part of when you go in game, how will it look, and when you go in game, what category will it be in. So for your thumbnail, it's not going to give you a thumbnail. You have to create one. Now for me, I normally just try to go back in Photoshop and I press open, and then I try to find the picture that I used of the person, which it was this picture that I used. And why did it take me back here? They trying to be funny because I already used this. Anyway, put her eyes back. Let's zoom out some. 16.6. And I think you could really just take this picture and you could put your initials on it or something. But I don't really do that. I don't really care to do that. If you want to do that, you could take the picture of her face and do that. But what I'm finna to do is show y'all what I really do, because I really just don't do too much. But you could just press new, and if you press like custom or whatever, it'll give you this, and I'm just going to press create. And I'm just going to paint this a certain color. Let's make it like pink or something. Nah, I'm feeling like yellow. Yellow. Okay, so I'm just going to paint this yellow. Like that, like so. And then I'm going to hit the text. I'm going to hit right here. And you can choose whichever font you want. I'm just gonna choose Chicken Lovers, and I'm going to put Saya face And I don't know why they even made my text yellow. Photoshop be playing so much. Why do you think I would want my text to be yellow if the background is yellow? Stop playing with me. But yeah, I just do Zaya face, and then you could just move it around some if you want. But this is just what I do, and then I just press save as, and you'll put this in pictures and put this in camera roll, and make sure that you save it as PNG and save. Okay, once that's saved, you can come back to Sims 4 Studio and you can import that picture, and when you go in game, that's going to be your thumbnail. So now after you do those steps and you have your thumbnail that you want, remember I said you could just take that same picture and put your name on it and your logo and import it, and that would be your thumbnail. But I'm simple. So after you do that, you can go to categories, and what you want to do is you want to scroll down and change this to either a skin detail mode left cheek or right cheek. I'm just going to do left cheek. You can enable this for everyone. I'll just do that because, you know, I don't really care. Ooh, why did it make her disappear after I did that? Okay, never mind. So whatever, you would enable this for anything that you want. And then after you do that, you want to go to warehouse. You want to click CAS part. You want to scroll down to sort layer. Which will be right here. Now, this is why I said that you wanted to have this part still opened, because, okay, so you see how we did a skin detail. You're going to change it to 2100, 2100. So go back to Sims 4 Studio and change this to 2100. And after you do that, just press enter. And it's in there like that. So once you do that and you put that there, I'm sorry, y'all, I be acting a little bit Riri. But once you put that right there and you do that, you just want to go ahead and save your package. Once your package has been saved, you can put it inside your mods folder, and we're going to go in game and I'm going to show you how this face mask that we made together looks. So y'all, this is how it turned out. I really do like it, and like I always say, when you make a face mask, you will have to blend it in, but I really did like how it turned out. It turned out really good. I freaking love it. She is going to be one of my strippers in my game. I like how it turned out. I hope this tutorial was very helpful to you guys, and I hope you guys got to make a face mask that you really, really like, even celebrity face masks. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share with your friends. Bye. I will see you guys in the next video.